today, from Oakland, California, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the home team taking on the San Antonio Express.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, McPherson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McPherson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead.
His kick is
solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Yards to go.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun to give to Mixon.
The handoff to Joe Mixon.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers and freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Complete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives were much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to have the football back again.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out comes San Antonio. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So now here come the Dolphins. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, McPherson rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Joe Mixon.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Now Joe Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
From the gun on 3rd down. McPherson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Jason
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
An 8 yards pickup. 1st down express.
They'll run on 1st down. Blake.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 18.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Dolphins 10, Express nothing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McPherson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Makes his 3rd down and
to throw on 3rd down. McPherson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
It's
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. It hasn't been his day. It hasn't been their day to this point, but some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. The visiting quarterback not playing very well, their team not doing well, they're helping their home team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts right here on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schaefer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
They're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is
the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brings up
operating from the gun. McPherson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Express 3.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schaefer. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to number 83. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
But the team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
From the gun, McPherson got his man there, complete to Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The 16-yard line.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Oh, fighting off the defender. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And he's got it up and through. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back out comes San Antonio. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Complete.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
14. And the San Antonio first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Coming up
3.
at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Third down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
21.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down.
Express.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mullins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. A 10-play drive that time.
Express 10.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. Past the 20. Tip that all the way in for the touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Sanders for the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, if you help dig this hole, see if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Over the middle, complete. That's Blake.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
Jason Sanders.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down. It's Blake, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the...
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
And the San Antonio first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blake.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Gain of 6.
On 3rd down, it's Blake, and he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
For the running back.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
With 2 yards. First down.
They'll run on first down. Blake, they'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Another carry for the running back.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And it's third down.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. McPherson on the left side. Gallup's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. From the gun, McPherson. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, McPherson stepping up. He's going to keep it. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up second down.
To throw on second down. McPherson looking left side. He's got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On the delay, it's Mixon. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
On the carry.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Shifts by him.
At the 20-yard
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
The quarterback.
He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Is good.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
On first down, it's Blake. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves in position.